Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel for today's Raptors Watch Along. We got a pretty big one today, I would say. We have got the Raptors in action tonight against the New York Knicks. Of course, the Knicks team, the Raptors have played 3 times this season and must play another time this season. They haven't beaten them yet. 0-3 against the Knicks so far this season. We do not want to make it another one here. We are at MSG. The Raptors haven't beaten the Knicks in a few years now. It's been a difficult matchup for the Raptors. The Knicks have been a good team, but you would think at a certain point the Raptors would snatch a win somewhere, especially in the last time that they played the Knicks. The Raptors led by double digits. I think that's putting it. I think they led by like 15 plus potentially. They led by at least double digits in the second half against the Knicks last time out. Not only did they lose that game, they got blown out themselves. So we're hoping for much better from the Raptors today. And again, you look at what potential playoff matchups could look like. We're the 5th seed right now. The Knicks are the 3 seed. The Cavs are on a pretty good run. They could pass them. It could be a preview of a first-round playoff matchup. Now, the Knicks would have to fall, or they'd stay and the Raptors would fall, which is also a distinct possibility. But whatever it is, it's a good test to see us against one of the better teams in the NBA, specifically in the Eastern Conference. So we're hoping the Raptors can stack up and just show that they can compete with teams like this, because this season, 0-3 against the Knicks, 0-3 against the Celtics, 0-1 against the Pistons. Not beating the elite in the East, other than the Cavs were 3-0 against, but there are different teams instead. So anyways, this is a real test for the Raptors, and I am excited to see how they stack up against some potential playoff competition. At least it is playoff caliber competition with New York here. Raptors 2.5-point underdogs according to ESPN. I will check better numbers because ESPN is typically very bad with their projections. Okay, nope. 2.5 is about where the Raptors are at for this game on the spread. Yeah, 2.5 almost across the board there. So, it's not like the Knicks are favored by a ton. It's like an impossible task for the Raptors. It's well within the capabilities of the Raptors to win this game. They'll have to do it once again without Colin Murray-Boyles, which is a big miss. He's a physical player, offers some depth for the center position, offers a lot of talent. He's just a really good player. And we're playing a big team, playing the Knicks. That's tough. So we will see how they fare. But what's going on, everybody? How are you doing? We're minutes from tip-off here. Hope you all are doing great. I haven't been on here in a while. Haven't done content in a while. I apologize. Decided that we're going to start doing videos once again on the channel. And the problem with that, now the good news is videos are coming back. So if you like the channel for the videos I used to do, we're bringing those back. If you like the Raptors Happy Hour streams, I apologize. We're cutting down on those. We won't be doing those as often because I need time to do the videos. And the problem with the videos, they seem to perform better. And in truth, that they are the better pieces of content that I do. The issue is they're hard to fit into my schedule. I'm a very busy person, so I'm having to find time to do them, which is proving to be a little bit difficult. So I would like to bring out videos. I am just trying to find time to be able to do it, because I used to do them in the mornings, which is really not a possibility anymore. So I'm trying. That is the lesson here. I am doing what I can to get videos out on the channel once again. It's just a sake of it's just making time. It's not like I'm just sitting at home doing nothing. So anyways, that's why you haven't seen me do a stream in a while, and I won't be back tomorrow as well. I'll be back Thursday for the next Raptors game. I'm trying to get a video out on Thursday as well. I'm doing my very best in order to make that happen. It's just complicated. It's tough. I'm doing my best. Anyways, big test today. How's everyone feeling in the chat? Thank you for joining me, everyone. We've got Falcon Storm here, Donde Castro, Smartin Sharma, Adam H, as always, Pickable Pat, as always. Thank you for coming back. Enjoy the hoops also here. Thank you, guys. If you enjoy the stream along the way, friendly reminder, hit that like button. Help support the content, help drive us up in YouTube algorithm. Look, the more support we get, the bigger the channel gets, the easier it is for me to do the content and to make the good content that you guys want to see. If you guys are new to the channel, you want to see more Raptors content, I promise I'll be working on the videos. Subscribe to the channel. Probably first one going to be doing a little bit of talk around Darko Rajakovic and what people think about him as the head coach of the team. That's my goal. And I kind of want to start branching out to some more evergreen sort of content. So I've got some ideas in the works. It's just the issue is there's 24 hours in a day. I have to sleep for between 6 to 8 of those hours. I wish there was more. But I am confined to the current state of the calendar, or I guess the state of the calendar and the rotations for the Earth. So that is what I am confined to. Anyways, enough about me. Let's read some of the chat here. Donnie Castro says, a huge game for the Raps to keep climbing back into fourth for home advantage in the first round. Yes, that's true. We could still be the 4th seed. You're right, and that'd be very large for the Raptors. My focus is primarily keeping a top 6 spot, but you're right. Like, we should be, looking upwards and striving to be a top 4 team. That is a good point. Donny says Pistons should get the 1st seed. Cavs the hottest team in the NBA. Raps need to catch them, or Knicks to get the 4th seed. I think the more likely team to catch is New York over Cleveland. I think Cleveland will eventually pull forward. I think Cleveland are the best team in the Eastern Conference. They won't be able to catch the Pistons in all likelihood, but in the playoffs, I think I'd take Cleveland over Detroit. But I mean, I'd love to see that series. That would be a fantastic series. Near tip-off, the Raptors are 3.5. I mean, I just had a look. I'll double-check, but I don't imagine there was a huge fluctuation right before here. Yeah, it's 2.5. That's the spread right now. It looks like it's going to close 2.5. The game's about to start. I'll look at the line history to confirm or deny. It's been 2.5 all day. Briefly in the morning, got out to 3, then went quickly back down to 2.5. It's been 2.5 all day. The spread really hasn't moved here. It's been pretty much 2.5 all day in favor of the New York Knicks. Where is he? I'm here. I'm out here. I was a minute late. I apologize. I was finishing. I had to walk my dog, and I had to finish up dishes before I start. Because God knows I did not want to do those when I came back. When I finished the stream, rather. Closing a bunch of tabs. Pickleball passes are better on the road. Funny enough, we actually are quite a bit better on the road this season. The Raptors have a... Oh, sorry, we're at home today. Sorry, I said we're at MSG. We're at home today. I apologize. I am in soccer mode, and I saw the Knicks first in the schedule. We're at home today. I apologize. We are at home, where we are worse. We are 16-15 at home compared to 19-10 on the road. Much different than the former days of the Raptors, where we were a juggernaut at home. But still, I did think the spread was a bit weird, but it's because we're at home. Only 2.5 underdogs. Raptors, you hopefully getting the home court advantage. Starting fives are the standard starting fives for both teams. Brunson, Bridges, Anunoby, Hart, and Towns for the Knicks. Quickly, Barrett, Ingram, Barnes, and Pirtle for the Raptors. As I continue to make my way through the chat. Knicks seem like a good bet, but honestly, I hate to bet against my team. It's so conflicting. I don't really mind it. I can separate my bets from reality. For me, I'm experienced enough in sports betting to kind of trust that I know what I'm doing with my wagers. So when I make a wager, that's it. I've done my job. If I made the wager, I would suspect that I've made a good wager, else I probably wouldn't have made it to begin with. And then I can just allow that to sit in the back while I root for the Raptors. And if I lose the bet, it is what it is. My win is making the bet initially in thinking that I've made a good bet at that point. That's how I operate and try to take the emotional side out of it as much as possible. But so when there's bigger bets, then I treat it obviously a little bit differently. But I wouldn't be a very big bet for an NBA side for example. I'm so worried, especially with Jalen in the game. I really hope we can somehow pull it off. I mean, we'll see. We shall see. Quickly's got to do a job on him if he's the one guarding him. But Pirtle being here, we haven't had a health. I mean, Pirtle's look great. Hopefully he's, back to being Pirtle. If so, it's a big plus for this game. And here he is taking the jump ball with Caddy. Loses it. Knicks will start off the game with the ball. Scotty Barnes picking up Jalen Brunson pretty much full court, denying him the ball here. He's all, look at that. Is it a foul? How's it a foul? Okay, a foul in the first 10 seconds for Barnes is not super ideal. I'm trying to get the score clock or the scoreboard enabled in just a sec. Down low, Brunson outside to Anunoby. Driving. OG in mid-range. Got it to fall over RJ. That's the first basket of the game. Quickly to Ingram. Back to Quickly. Putting up the three and drilling it. Daniel Quickly starts off the game with a three. Raptors take the lead. It's a foot on the line, too. How many did we have of those last game, by the way? And we start off the game with one of those today. So it's a tie game at 2-2, not a 3, as Towns. They've now adjusted it to a 3 on the scoreboard. Okay, I apologize. Sportsnet had it wrong. It was a 3. We are good. That was a 3. 4-3 after Towns hooks it in. Ingram going up. He's blocked. And it's recovered by OG. Out to Brunson. Now OG again. Driving. Stripped. Think it was RJ that maybe got a hand there. Other side Quickly. Out to BI. Wide open 3. Is good. Back-to-back threes for the Raptors. On the scoreboard, they lead 6-4. Hart. Defended by BI. Outside OG. Looks like RJ's the defender for him. Barnes the defender for Brunson. And they've got Quickly on Bridges. That is looking like the way the Raptors want to attack things here. RJ to Pirtle. Driving, drawing the foul, and getting the tough layup to fall. A little bit of English off the backboard. And Jakob Pirtle's heading to the line for the old-fashioned three-pointer. Oh, what a play by Yak to finish that. He's looking healthy. He is looking healthy. Yeah, a little bump on the head there. He is looking healthy, my friends. I need to make a video about Pirtle. Pirtle. Free throw is good. And that does complete the three-point play. 9-4 for the Raptors. Early goings here against the Knicks. Long game today. Bridges to Towns. Now OG for 3. And he connects. OG with 5 in the first few minutes here. RJ to Quickly. Now Pirtle. Hand off to RJ. Out to Ingram. 3 ball is good. 2 threes. Nice and early for Brandon Ingram. Got that one from the corner off the nice feed. Raptors offense has come to play. Can they get some stops to go with it? A stop there. Pirtle. Good rim protection on Brunson. He might have fouled him, but it's okay. No, nothing was called. RJ corner three. This one doesn't go. Towns saves the rebound, and the Knicks come away with it again. Back on offense. 3 of 3 from 3 for the Raptors here. OG rising up. He's got 7. 7 of 9 that the Knicks have in this game. So far, we're competing. We are hanging with them. Pirtle to Brandon Ingram. Step back for 3. Front rim and away. First missed 3 of the day for the Raptors. Brunson, other side. Quickly engages. Brunson out to Towns. Up fake. Passing the corner to OG. In the corner, Hart. Back out to Brunson. Opposite wing. Or rather, it's into the crowd. It's an errant pass by Karl Anthony Towns. And the Raptors force turnover. Excellent rotations there, by the way. Great defense. Good help. Good rotations. Took away everything the Knicks wanted and helped. It's a bit of an unforced turnover, but helped to force it maybe a little bit. Make it a little bit less unforced than it maybe could have been. Quickly to Barnes for 3. And he drills it. Raptors making it rain from 3. They're 4 of 5 from deep in the first 4.5 minutes. Or 4 of 6. They missed 2? Which one? Anyway, okay, they're 4 of 6. I apologize. They've missed 2 today. I forget the other one they missed, but okay. We're 4 of 6. 4 of 6 from 3. My head's mush. I must have missed one. RJ to Pirtle with the right. Doesn't go, but Scotty Barnes rises up to tap in the rebound. And once again, picking up Brunson full court. Brunson's shadow for this one today. He's not even like looking at the ball, man. He's just staying on Brunson. So, I mean, like, yeah, you have Bridges there with quickly defending. A little bit of a mismatch. But I suppose the idea here is that Barnes is a great defender. Just try to take Brunson out of the game as much as possible. And instead of having to send doubles, as B.I. connects mid-range, instead of saying doubles, just send Scotty and try to pick up the pieces elsewhere. That seems to be the approach here. And I kind of support it. See how it goes. Hart to Bridges. Now Towns. Oh, great pass. But Scotty Barnes recovers for the chase down block on Bridges. Raptors by 6. Ingram looking to extend. Quickly for 3. This one doesn't go. We're cooking so far. Scotty Barnes playing well. Brunson. Pull up 3 off the mark. Darko calling a timeout. I cannot for the life of me understand why Darko is calling a timeout. 6:11 to go in the first. Raptors are on top of things here. They are dictating this game. They are playing well on offense. They're getting good looks. They're knocking shots down. They're getting the stops on defense. I'm not sure about that timeout. So far, so good, guys. It's a long game, as we know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really understand this one. I don't know if, like, there's like so I'm trying to look up if there's like a TV timeout element to it. It seems like that could be the case. But, yeah, I don't know. Raptors are playing well. The good thing. That regardless. The Raptors are playing well here. 19 13 is the score. 58 from the field, 57% from 3, 4-7 from 3 now. Limiting what the Knicks are doing. Can't be upset with the way the game has gone so far for Toronto. Energy's there. Defensive strategy is there so far. I like what they're doing with Jalen Brunson. They've got Scotty Barnes just guarding him aggressively, one-on-one. Pick up the pieces elsewhere. We'll have to wait and see if win can come to fruition here at the Scotiabank Arena. Finally, Raptors getting their back. It's been 2 nights off, but, we're out here. Ooh. Brunson's got the Kobe 6, I think it is, 3Ds on. Some heat. That's some heat. Might be an 8. Is it an 8? Or is it a 6? Yeah, it's a 6. Oh, they re-released. Okay. I thought it was like a real throwback. No, they re-released them. I didn't realize. Anyways, pretty nice. Barnes is out for Jamal Shed. I imagine he will be tasked with defending Brunson now. Pirtle, hand off to Quick. Back to Pirtle with the right. Doesn't go, but it doesn't matter. Quickly called for a charge against Brunson. So turn by the Raptors. The shot didn't go anyways, so no harm from my perspective. Cleveland up on Detroit. Yeah, I guess it'd be nicer for Detroit to win, just pull away and then try and catch Cleveland, but that's what it is. Brunson, mid-range, got it to fall. And check my fantasy lineup. I need to double check. I set my team here. Shit, I missed the. Oh, and I'm playing the worst team in the league. Oh, it's okay. All the players are in. I got so many freaking injuries, dude. All right, sorry, you don't care about my fantasy team. Holy fuck, though. I have fucking 6 players out right now. Some GM decisions need to be made tomorrow on that front. Brunson to inbound for the Knicks. Gets it to Hukporti. Sorry, it's Diawara. Shamet. Robinson also in the game. His shot doesn't go there for the Knicks. Raptors coming their way. 21-15 in the lead. Mambu getting ready to check in for the Raps. Quickly to Ingram. Backing down Shamet. And he is fouled. That'll give Mamu the chance to enter proceedings, and he comes in for Jakob Poeltl. Ingram to inbound. Gets it to Mamu. Robinson, the defender. Now Shed. Ingram coming off the screen, finding a bit of room. Not taking the 3. Diawara defending. Ingram draws the foul in mid-range and is going to head to the free throw line. Try and cash in 2. First free throw is good for Ingram. Same story, up early, blown out in third. I don't know. I typically watch games to find out what's going to happen. So just have to wait and see. What's good is they're winning, and I'm not gonna find a way to be upset that they're up 8 in the first quarter. I'm pretty happy right now. Shed doing some great work on defense, forcing the turnover. Shed to Ingram. Now Shed again. Back to BI. Shamit the defender. Ingram. Crossover. Fouled again. Brandon Ingram doing some early damage in this game. Going to be heading back to the line. Try to get another 2. This could put the Raptors up by 11. Sorry, by 10. My math. Ingram is able to make the first free throw there. Second free throw for BI is also good, so the Raptors lead by 10. 25-15. Great start for Toronto. Brunson off the Robinson screen. Shed recovers. Tough shot mid-range. Shed was there, but, Brunson's a good player. And he's able to hit mid-range regardless. 25-17. Shed to Mamu. Driving. Tough layup off the mark. Robinson on the rebound. Mamu just did a little too much there. Thought he had the angle or the lane, but does not. Brunson for 3. Front rim out of bounds. Raptors on the ball once again. 3:36 to go. Jose Alvarado checking in for the Knicks. First time the Raptors have played him in a Knicks uniform. I think. Right? He wasn't there last time we played him, I think. Ingram. Oh, nice move past Robinson. Got him to jump on the fake. And he goes up and under to find the open layup. Brandon Ingram is cooking in the first quarter, everybody. Alvarado to Anunoby. Step back mid-range is good. A couple mid-range jumpers for OG so far. Walter, corner 3 does not go. 27-19, OG fouled by Mamu. Should be on the floor, I would think. But a timeout's called, so we're going to head back to commercial. The Raptors up by 8. But Brandon Ingram is the story so far. He has 60. Wow, I didn't realize it was 16. He's just 16 first quarter points. No other stats. 16, 0, 0, 0, 0. But 60 points. I thought he had like 11 or 12. I don't know. It's just hard to follow in real time. But Brandon Ingram is absolutely cooking in this game. Can't wait for Darko to sub him out after this timeout. Just keep him in this whole quarter. Just let him go. You can't play him all game, but let him go for this quarter, I'd say. Is the China NBA games? No. Nothing for me NBA wise today. No. It was a busy day. Couldn't get the work in. Big plans at work this week, specifically tomorrow. Big day at the office, so some prep was needed there. OG is much better than before in Toronto. I wouldn't say so. I feel like OG is still being OG. Getting the recognition he deserves, more so in New York than perhaps elsewhere, but I mean, I guess he's a player getting better, but he's always been good, as we know. No betting content on this channel here. This is the personal channel to talk Raptors. I mean, look, if I have something pre-game on the Raps, I'll talk about it, but that's about it. Nothing specific with betting. OG's offensive bag has improved. I don't know. Maybe a little, but he kind of had stuff in his guy. I know he's hit 2 mid-range today, but it's not like that's OG's typical motion on offense. But he's a terrific player. I'm glad he's getting his praise in New York, and it seems he's found a good home there. So BI checks out. I don't know. Sometimes you got to be a bit more malleable with your rotations. I get he can't play the whole game, but when he's got 16 points in the first quarter, I feel like you just kind of leave him in for a little bit longer than normal and rework your rotations after the fact. Just let BI continue to cook. But Darko's got his very strict rotations. He's got to stick to them. He's not going to deviate. So Scotty Barnes is in the game, as is Jamison Battle off the bench. So they are going to continue to roll with Jamison Battle instead of Grady Dick. Third straight game he comes in the first quarter. Or is it the fourth straight? I think it's the fourth straight. But 3 games ago, Grady Dick still played 5 minutes in the second quarter. Shed, very, very ugly turnover, trying to get to Jamison Battle in the corner. Knicks have it within 6 here, 27-21. Brunson to OG. Been tough to stop him today. Kick to Alvarado. Now Diawara for 3. And he drills it. Raptors relinquish a bit of the lead. 27-24 now. 7 to run by the Knicks, all in the modern game of basketball. 7-0 runs are going to happen. Shed is fouled there. He's back up to his feet now, and the Raps are in the bonus. So Jamal Shed, the sophomore guard, is going to head to the line here. Jamal Shed still feeling that foul a little bit. First free throw is good for Shed. Second free throw also good. Alvarado over half court. Shed defending. Alvarado driving. Lobbed up to Robinson. And a little too easy there. He's able to throw it down. 29-26. Raptors in their classic 4+1 lineup here. Shed misses the 3. 4 bench plus 1 starter. The lineup, I despise this, but they do it every game. Just gotten used to it. Brunson with Walter defending. Out to Alvarado in the corner to tie. Way off in the 3, but right in the hands of Robinson on the air ball. Brunson with it. Draws the foul on the 3. And it's going to send Brunson to the line to tie it. So, I mean, it's been less than a minute and a half since BI checked out, but finding it difficult to generate offense without him on the floor. Very small sample, as I said, but notable. 29-26. First free throw good for Brunson. He's got 2 more coming up. Alvin Williams mentioning the size discrepancies with the bench units. Is this a case of, you need to get Pirtle back in? I mean, you've got a big on your bench for situations like this. Raptors electing to not use him. Brunson's third and final free throw of the visit to tie at 29. And, yep, that's good as well. Tie game at 29. 10-0 run. No. 10-2 run? I think a 10-2 run. 12-2 run. Sorry. 12-2 run. 12-2 run for the Knicks. Raptors need to find some offense here. Brunson. Good pump fake on Robinson. Gonna head back to the line. And they're continuing to get Robinson jumping when they get him out in space like that. So Robinson acknowledges his mistake there. I mean, you're much taller, Mitchell. You don't even need to jump there, but I mean, yes, he didn't jump, but just Scotty got him into a foul. First free throw's good. RJ coming back in for the Raps. 56 seconds to go in the first. And Jameson Battle already checking out. Barnes gets his free throws to fall and puts the Raptors back in the lead. Walter picking up Alvarado for full court. Then leaves him for Shed. Brunson off the Robinson screen. Finding some room in the paint. But Barnes recovers, forces a kick out to Bridges. Corner 3 is good. And he was wide open. Somewhere, somebody did not pick him up. That's New York's first lead since it was 4-3, I think. Mamu open 3. Got a good look. Didn't get it to fall. Knicks another chance to add on to this 1-point advantage at the end of the first quarter. Raptors led by 10 in this quarter, but the Knicks have fought back to take the very minuscule lead. Brunson to Bridges. Good defense. Barnes with a steal. 3 seconds. Gets it to Barrett, and he can't get the layup off in time. He does not make it regardless. That'll be end of the first. So positive to take away here, but unfortunate Raptors falter near the end of the first quarter with the bench unit in and have to settle for being down by 1. So you see bench came in and some problems started to arise. No field goals made after Brandon Ingram checked out of the game with 2:45 to go in the first. He had 16. Now, I don't really want the confirmation bias because we've seen it, but I did say at the time, he's got 16. He's balling. He's creating our offense. Maybe give him a little bit more time on the floor before you decide to make a change or take him out of the game. I know he needs his rest, but perhaps just change the rotations a little bit. Say, hey, Brandon Ingram's cooking. Let's just leave him out there a little bit longer. I don't know. Just not enough. Darko's very, very strict to his rotations a lot of the time. And I think that was an example of where he needed to have a little bit more flexibility with it and maybe play it based on how the game is going there. Why are we repping the Bills today? I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyways, on to the Knicks side of things. OG's played really well, 11 points. Brunson, 7 points. Bridges on 5, Towns on 4. From a team stat perspective, Raptors shooting fine. 50% from the field, 40% from 3. But the Knicks started to knock them down with a little bit more frequency near the end of the first as well. They're shooting 63% from the field, so we'll want to try and get that right. But first quarter, not a lot you can get from the stats here that really dictate how the game is going. But both teams shooting pretty well. Raptors just need to get the offense going a little bit more without Brandon Ingram. Dark lines are so tragic. Why was Sky on the bench? He does it every game. I mean, that's the rotation. It's typically it's typically Ingram around like the 4-minute mark. Ingram is in with the bench unit. And then at about like the 2-minute mark, Barnes comes in and plays with the bench unit on his own. That's what the Raptors do every game. That is the rotation typically. I say typically, like every game, that's what they do. I hate it too, but I'm just used to it. As I said a bit earlier, it's just what they do. They run the 4 bench lamps. Feels a bit unnecessary. Barrett to quickly. The Raptors are going to get going here on offense quickly. The floater doesn't go. Rebound falls to Anunoby, 32-31. OG for 3. He rattles it through. OG's got 14. Knicks now lead by 4. Oh, there's people in the crowd in Bills gear. I did not realize. Some former Raptors now colors the Bills. Okay, interesting. I did not know that. Another missed shot for the field of the Raptors. No field goals made in the last 4 minutes of play. And when you're playing a good team like the Knicks, you're going to need to get some offense going. Alvarado to Towns. Misses. No, the layup gets the bounce. It falls. Raptors timeout. The Knicks pull away even further. And there, Trace McGrady rocking some OVO Bills gear. Wow. All right. Well, things were looking good earlier, and the Knicks have just taken over the game. We cannot be this bad without BI on the floor, man. Like, we cannot fall off a cliff like that just because BI checked out. New Toronto player Josh Sargent is there. That's good to see. Support the boys. Happy for TFC overpaid a little bit, but happy to have a proper striker, seemingly, with TFC. So excited for that. So I play the same in 6 every time. No, I don't really see it that way, personally. The Knicks are good. They're gonna go on runs. It's just we've allowed it to go on too long here, and it's the offense that's the issue. I think I'm still off. As of the commercial, yes. He played 9 minutes the first quarter. Probably a little too early for him to come back in just yet. Raptors defense been terrible lately. I guess it was bad against the Wizards. Yeah, it had some bad spots against OKC. Against San Antonio, it was pretty good. Really good against Milwaukee. It was excellent against Chicago. I disagree that the defense had been terrible lately. It was excellent against Chicago. It was excellent against Milwaukee. It had some rough patches against OKC. It was pretty good against San Antonio. It was bad against Washington. So if lately is the last game and a quarter, then I agree. But if any further than that, I don't really agree. Co-owners of an NFL team is pretty cool for Vince and T-Mac, or like partial or whatever it is. Barrett to Ingram, mid-range. Got the foul and the bucket first. Field goal made for the Raptors since Ingram was in. When Ingram was last in. So clearly the offense is going through one piece right now, and it's Brandon Ingram. There he is again. He is on one tonight. Griffin, my sub count. Can I say? Well, I do ask for subs. I will be asking for subscribers, but I do enjoy watching the game as well. Bi misses the free throw. Hey, speaking of, hit the like button, subscribe. Caught me in a window without it, but I know I do ask. You got it. I mean, it's the nature of the business. I wish I could just not, but over my years of experience, it makes a large difference. It's part of the game. It is what it is. Bi, no look to Barrett. Floater with the left is good. Raptors getting some offense going, and it's no coincidence because Bi is back on the floor. Raptors are starters out there. 9:54 to go in the second. Towns driving. Blocked. Barrett backing down Bridges, taking him to the rack and finishing. Strong finish by RJ to tie the game up at 37. Great run out of the timeout. 6-0 run for Toronto since they called that timeout. And then a foul called top of the key. Believe it's an offensive foul against Towns, actually. So Raptors back on the ball looking to regain the lead. Quickly. He's got to get the ball out of his hands. And instead, he calls a timeout. Okay. Darko looking a little frustrated, but third timeout of the game by the Raptors. 9:20 to go in the second. Tied at 37. Just an offensive game here. Lots of points early. But for the Raptors, it's only with Ingram on the floor. How much will they have to rely on him for potential success tonight? We will see. Yeah, I think Raptors look mostly good here. The defense could stand to improve, I suppose, but it is a good team in the Knicks. Offense when Brandon Ingram's out there is great, but unfortunately he can't play the entire game, but he may have to play a lot of the game today. But yeah, the bench minutes were a little suspect, hence why the Raptors have gone away from the bench pretty early in the second quarter. We could do this wacky old thing where you don't have to put all four bench guys in the floor together. They were a little bit undersized as well, and maybe consider Trace Jackson-Davis minutes today to help out with the bench unit. That could be a way for the Raptors to try and circumvent some issues. Pirtle looking healthy again. Mr. Reed in the chat pointing out that he's guarding Towns very well. He absolutely is. I mean, absolutely. Pirtle's starting to look like Jakob Pirtle again. This is very, very promising for the Raptors. Ronnie M says, Raptors have done this against good teams before. Good for 3 quarters and collapse in the fourth. Well, maybe today will be different. Not sure why Darko puts all the bench together. They should mix it up. Probably 2 benches in at a time. Well, you can't do 2. You have to do like 3 at certain points. But it's Darko's been here for more than 2.5 seasons. This is what he does. He plays 4 bench players at the same time. If he hasn't changed yet, he probably won't change. He's done it all season. Raptors have a good record. I imagine he will continue to do it this season. Towns is soft. A little physicality affects him. Pirtle can provide, I'm sure. Why doesn't he take feedback from the community? Well, he's paid to be the coach. He's the head coach, and he's Got a staff that's also getting paid to take their input. This is what they decided. I personally don't love it, but it is what it is. Does Darko run with this kind of lineup to playoffs too? Usually rotation gets short, so hopefully Darko adapts. Never seen Darko as a head coach in the playoffs because he's never coached a playoff game before as a head coach. Oh, it's bad defense. So I don't know. I don't know what he'll do. He should trim the lineups, or the rotation, to an 8-man rotation for the playoffs. He should do that. Like, I'd have it, Walter, fully healthy. Ooh, I don't know what you do. You'd have Shed, Murray Boyles, and Mamu. Is there a spot? I mean, maybe Walter gets like a few minutes here and there, not a lot. That might be the way the Raptors kind of have to play. Yeah, because, I mean, Pearl can't play heavy minutes. You give Barnes and Ingram heavy minutes. Like, they got to go, like, near 40 or 40-plus in the playoffs. We'll see if he trims it down. I mean, we'll see. We got to get there. Should get there. We got to get there first. But we've never seen Darko in that role, so we don't know. Ingram stepped back 2. Hart was all over him, so tough shot. Out come the Knicks the other way with Alvarado. Layup over top of Ingram is good, and the Knicks are back in the lead by 4. Yeah, because you need some form of wing depth in the playoffs. You'll probably still have to go 9. But that's also assuming the Raptors are healthy, which they may not be. Walter airballs a 3. Towns underneath. Puts it in. Raptors out of their own timeout. Have the Knicks on a 6-0 run. 8:08 to go in the second. This is very high scoring. You see the score in the Cleveland-Detroit game. They're in the third at 54-51. We're going to eclipse that in the first half here. Knicks have 43 in the first 16 minutes. Hart to Towns. Going at Pirtle. Stripped. They've done a great job on Towns so far tonight, but need that to translate to the other parts of defense as well. I remember last time, I think it was last time the Knicks where like Towns had like hardly any points, but he had like almost 20 rebounds, or maybe even got to 20 rebounds. Towns for 3, and right as I say it, he hits a 3. So the Knicks are up by 7 here. Raptors need to keep in this one. I want to see the Knicks pull away. Barrett to Ingram for 3. Off to Mark Pirtle on the rebound. Could have gone up. Instead, goes out to Quickly for 3. Also off the mark. Lead pass to Alvarado. Wide open. Layup is good. The Raptors can't call a timeout. They've used too many already, so they're going to have to hold on and try and get this right on the floor. Down by 9. And a bad turnover by RJ. Towns will throw it down. You may have no choice but to call a timeout. Yeah. Timeout Raptors. They're 4th of the game already, and they're starting to put themselves in a hole. Down by 11. Knicks turning defense into offense. God damn. How are we already down 11? Well, the Knicks are shooting really well, and our offense has started to cool off a little bit. They're shooting 67% from the field, 50% from 3. Raptors hit 4 of their first 6 threes. They've missed all 7 they've attempted since then. So, yeah, they're just making their shots and we're not. That's usually what happens in basketball. Need to adjust. Jose Alvarado plus 19. All Knicks in the positive now. All Raptors in the negative aside from Brandon Ingram plus 1 and Scotty Barnes, who is neutral at 0 here. Walter minus 20 in 7 minutes. I mean, RJ passing junk like that right to Towns is no help. Shed. Too quickly. Foul against Towns here. Raptors need some offense to start flowing. Ingram's got, I think Ingram's on 18. Yeah, 18 for Ingram. Rest of the Raptors on 21. Quickly. Shamet the defender. To Pirtle. Hand off to Ingram. Gonna take a shot mid-range. Doesn't go. And just kind of trying to hope Ingram bails us out here. Lobbed up to Robinson off the mark. Quickly has the rebound now. Raptors got to play quickly. Instead, quickly pull up 3 off the mark. Barnes wrestles down the rebound. And then a tough pass stolen by Hart. Not a great pass. Can't afford to be turning the ball over. Raptors have missed 8 threes in a row after starting game 4 of 6 from beyond the arc. Shamet, bit of a mess on defense there. Doesn't make us pay. Raptors in desperate need of some offense, in desperate need of a bucket. Can anyone provide here? Barnes, take it to the hole, drawing the foul. He will head to the line and put the Raptors within 8. Needed that. Needed somebody to just will it through the hoop. Bridges can't believe the call. I mean, he made it regardless, but Bridges is adamant that it was not a foul. But hopefully that and one kind of gets people going a bit. The crowd's a little flat right now. Should be hyped for an and one. Barnes gets to bounce on the free throw, 50-42. Raptors led by as many as 10. Knicks have led by as many as 11 in this first half. That still has 5.5 minutes to go. That was over and back. That was a backcourt violation they missed, and they score off it. Was that not a backcourt violation? Darko was yelling about it. Barnes. Got to sit better screen than that, Mamu. Barnes trying to do himself. Nope, kicks out to Mamu. Driving past Robinson. Good take. Great finish by Sandro Mamukelishvili. 10-point game, 52-42. There is a challenge being utilized by, is it the Raptors challenging? Sorry, I zoned out for a second. The Raptors, if the Raptors are challenging and they are unsuccessful, they will have 2 timeouts remaining. There is 4:59 to go in the second. They have woefully managed their timeouts here. All started in the first 6 minutes when Raptors were up, playing well. Darko called a timeout. Then bad run made them call their second timeout early in the second quarter. Then shortly after that, quickly was stuck with the ball with no pass, so they had to call third timeout. Then the Knicks went on a run after that timeout, so Raptors had to call their fourth timeout. This would be their fifth timeout if they're unsuccessful on the challenge. Darko's track record on challenges are very bad. So, is very bad. So, we'll see if he can come out with a winner here. And it didn't look like a foul there. Let me see. So, Brunson was driving. Mamu defending. Got his hand in. I don't see any foul there. Mamu called for a challenge immediately. Let's see what the refs come up with. So a successful challenge by Darko. And a ballsy one at that. Wasn't even like it was overturning points or anything. But Darko is correct on the challenge, crucially maintaining that third timeout. Gonna want that for the second half, probably. So it'll be jump ball at center court. And using a Mamu as well. Yeah, that was a strange decision. Like, it just wouldn't have expected them to use the challenge there. So Barnes will take the jump ball with Mitchell Robinson. A bit of a size mismatch, but Barnes comes out on top and has it in the hands of Ingram. Raptor with an 8. What can they do with this extra possession they've generated through the successful challenge? Quickly, Shed, Mamu, Ingram, and Barnes on the floor. Ingram. Down low to Mamu. He's blocked by Josh Hart. Wow. Great defense, but Mamu, I mean, in a position like that, I feel like you should be coming away with 2. Hart to Shamet. Good screen underneath by Robinson, gives him the open lane for the layup. Back out to 10 now. Quickly, floater. Doesn't go. Tough shot. I don't know how this will look, but Knicks have it again. Brunson to Shamet. Sidestep 3. The lead is opened up now to the largest it's been. It's 13. Starting to unravel a little bit once again. Barnes. Too quick. Now Ingram. Drawing the foul and getting the and one. The entire offense going through BI tonight. He's got 21 with a chance to add another at the line. Is it 20? I think he's got 20. He's got 20 with a chance to add at the line. Wow. 20 of the 46. Man, oh man, we need to help this guy. He's on pace for like 45-ish, 44-ish. BI at the line, makes the free throw, so he's got 21. Down by 10 again. Somebody help this guy, please. Shamet to Hart. Back to Shamet. I mean, we can't be getting cooked by Landry Shamet in big 2026, y'all. This is a bit too easy for the Knicks. I mean, they've got the offensive engine. They're a high-quality team, but lack of resistance here. They're already at 59 points here. They're going for near 70 in this first half. BI, another shot mid-range. My God. 23 for BI. Nearly 50% of Toronto's points coming from Brandon Ingram. Hart to Brunson. Switch on to Ingram on defense. Brunson still with it. In the corner to Diawara. And another 3 for the Knicks. Is this the difference in the game? The Raptors started 4 of 6 from 3. They've missed 8 in a row since then. The Knicks continuing to rain from deep. 54% from deep for New York. Nice take there by Shed. Back down to 11, but we're just behind the pace of scoring without those threes, but a turnover there by the Knicks, slightly unforced. It's just the three-point shooting letting us down here. You have to be able to hit threes to keep up with a team like this. Raptors are not doing that at all. No threes in this second quarter. And then turnovers like that are not helping the cause. Barnes the culprit this time. Other way, Hart stripped. Fortunate to maintain possession. Handoff to Brunson. Ingram back defending. 10 of the shot clock. Screen comes. Double comes, but they find Hart. In the corner, Shamit. Back up top to Diawara for three. This one doesn't go. RJ is able to bring down the miss. Good rebounding, RJ. Spinning. Nice take and finish for RJ. Back to single digits at 9. Great footwork. Brunson once again lurking on offense for the Knicks. Shamit coming for the screen. Elects to not use it. Barnes the defender. Barnes staying with him. Fadeaway 2 doesn't go. Great defense, Barnes. Making his life difficult. Making the life difficult for Brunson, rather. Ingram mid-range, and he cannot be stopped today. He's got 25. Raptors within 7. They're putting in the work here to try and claw back, but life becomes more and more difficult when you don't have the 3-ball to rely on. BI on pace for 50. 50 plus. Keep this man in the game, Darko. 1:17 to go in the second. Raptors within 7. Need a couple stops here to end off the half, and we'll be in a satisfactory position, I'll say. BI has got us tonight. Yes. Is Yak on a minutes restriction? He's played 13 minutes. I wouldn't say he's on a minutes restriction, but I guess he could be playing a little bit more. Don't take BI off ever. If only it was like that, and you literally didn't have to take him off. You do. You can't play the whole game. You do need to rest at certain points. Nick Nurse wouldn't take him off. No. But back in the day, people complained that Nick Nurse played guys too much. We've kind of gone the other way. I never had an issue with Nick Nurse playing guys 40-plus minutes when needed. But a lot of people did. I have a problem with sometimes Darko not being over-aggressive with minutes. I think it was, sorry, Ingram just hit a free throw. Maybe there was a technical I wasn't paying attention to. But Ingram hit a free throw. The Raptors are within 6 now. Have the Raptors won any games against the Knicks this season? They have not. They're 0-3. And they have this and another game against them as Brunson. Wow. Neat footwork there to free up the opportunity. It was a Brunson tech. Okay, thank you. They were 0-3 against the Knicks. 2 more to go, including this. Extra game against them this year because of the NBA Cup quarterfinal we had against them. Barnes, corner 3 off the mark. Raptors still without a 3 in the quarter, and it looks like it will stay that way with 41 seconds to go. 4 of 15 from deep after starting 4 of 6. Brunson fouled there. Charged to Monmouth is second, I think. I'm not sure if the Knicks are... I don't think they're in the bonus. It appears they are not. Forever the game. Well, you're here now. A lot of game to go. Brunson might be more unethical than SGA. Brunson is pretty bad. He doesn't get the same shit that SGA gets, but Brunson is pretty bad with it too. Kickball against Scotty. Another chance to inbound for the Knicks. Last time I beat the Knicks when Pascal that 50-point game. Ooh, it might be. I mean, the shocking thing is that even if you're wrong, it's believable. But you might be right. 66-56. As Josh Hart lays in there. Quickly to Barrett. Driving again, laying it in. RJ had a couple good buckets here in the second. 14 on the game clock. Shot clock is off. How has Sky's leg been? Not noticeable, so that's good news. I forgot about the leg. I think he's good. Brunson driving. Too easy, man. He just fucking walks the court and lays it in. Like, that's way too easy. Defense, the culprit for the Raptors so far tonight. They're down by 10. 68-50. I know we've had some word for the offense, but they do have 58 here. I mean, the offense is really just Brandon Ingram. That's it. That's the offense. He's got 26. The Raptors 58, in the first half. But the Knicks have 68 points. They're shooting 68% from the field. They're shooting 50% from three. I mean, something's gotta change there. Raptors shooting like shit from three. That's a problem, and they can't get stops. Like, the Knicks are getting everything they want here, and they're 50% from three. So, game is not cooked. It's a 10-point game with 24 minutes to go. There's loads of time, but unless you get the stops, you're not gonna be able to make that comeback. Had to go pretty heavy. So in the end, by the way, Darko did learn from the mistake and went heavy on Brandon Ingram minutes in that second quarter. It looks like 11 Brandon Ingram minutes in the second quarter. Went pretty heavy with most of the starters. I guess heavy-ish with most of the starters as well there. But B.I., he is leaving him out there a little bit more on pace for 40 minutes. I doubt Darko lets him play 40. And it'll have to be close late. The bench was just a disaster for the Raptors here. Mamu was okay, but tough minutes with Walter and Battle in. So we'll see if their play will be limited in the second, as Alvarado's plus 16, all very large in the positives for the Knicks players coming off of the bench. Big size advantage a little bit with Diawara, Mitch Robinson on. Raptors only with one real big to use. Jackson Davis still not playing. I feel like this is a game where you could use him, especially maybe instead of a Jamison Battle. Feels like the size would be beneficial to the team today, but not using him once again. Anyways, that is the end of the first half. Thank you for tuning in, guys. If you're enjoying so far, please make sure you've hit the like button. If you are enjoying the content, subscribe to the channel as well. I'm live for most Raptors games, and I do content on the Raptors throughout the week. So make sure you're subscribed. Get involved with the content, and I will be right back. I'm going to go get some water, go to the bathroom, refresh a little bit, and when I come back, we will look into when the last time the Raptors have beaten the Knicks. When the last time the Raptors beat the Knicks, what happened on that day. All right, don't go there, guys. I will be right back. Okay. Let's look at the last time the Raptors beat the New York Knicks. So I have it up here. It's been 12 games. So 11 straight losses to the Knicks. They haven't beaten the Knicks since January 22nd, 2023. And the theory in the chat was that was the game Pascal had 50, I think it's 52 points. Let's see if that's the case. RJ had 30 for the Knicks in this game, by the way. How about that? And he led the game, so it was not the Pascal 50-point game. Pascal 24. Fred had 28. He led the way. Here, guys, this was the state of the Raptors bench. We've come quite a long way, guys. Starting five was Van Vliet, Trent, Achua, Barnes, Siakam. So, Achua and Gary Trent starting. Trent at 24, to be fair, and Achua had 12, to be fair to him. Off the bench, you had Chris Boucher leading the way with 23 minutes off the bench. Juancho Hernan-Gomez played 16 minutes. He's out of the league now. Thaddeus Young played 15 minutes. He is retired / out of the league now. Jeff Dowden played 6 minutes. He might be on a roster. He might be out of the league. Joe Wieskamp out of the league, 6 minutes. That was the state of the bench. We have come quite a long way in a few years, I must say. But 2023, early 2023, the last time the Raptors beat the Knicks. We could also, if we want, let's go to, last 13. Is this the Siakam game? They lost this. They won this game by 2. The Siakam game was a close one. No, it wasn't this game either. It was this game. Fred had 33, Pascal 20. So they beat them twice in pretty quick succession. Space of a week, they beat them twice. Once at home, once away. And have not beaten them since. That's crazy. That's pretty crazy. Would I want Boucher back? No. Where the hell would he play? Where would he go in rotation? Nowhere. He's not better than anybody in rotation. He's not even better than some guys out of rotation. But, the bench has come a ways here. As much as they're not playing well tonight, they have the bench has improved over the last few years. We're getting better, hopefully. But, yes, Raptors missing shooters. That is, I think, a key element of a game like this. But you got to get stops, too. They have 58 points at half. They got to get stops, too. They're not getting stops. If you don't get stops, you're going to lose games. Cavs up by 4 on the Pistons in the third quarter, as we just take a look here from the Sportsnet broadcast. I'll be a break here. Let's do the door shot. I've been ice fucking cold on these door shots lately, man. Ice fucking cold. So I would love to get one to go here today. Get kind of back on track. Let's do it. Come on. Make one. Make one. I think maybe better underhand, to be honest, but I don't want to shoot underhand. All right, come on. Oh, man. That felt good out of the hands. I'm not yet defeated. Okay, well, it went in. It went in. Oh, man. A few of those were the first one, that should have gone in. No. No more. No more. Man, That rim is unkind to me. Well, sorry, y'all. Another miss. Oh, my God. I cannot hit these. The rim appears to be bent down. Yeah, maybe it's not quite. I don't know. Should I level it? I guess it's taking a little beating here. What are you gonna do? I got some Facebook Marketplace. Maybe it's my shooting on it that has worn it down a little, but I mean I don't shoot a lot on it. You see all the shots I take on it. But I did get it. It was a nice $10 Facebook Marketplace buy about a year ago. Really nice, I'd say, to be honest. Maybe the ball's too big for the... No, it's not. I mean, it went in. One went in. Just, no, it's bad. RJ is worth the mid-level teams aren't trying to give him anything or over 15 a year. I, unfortunately, may have to agree with you there. I'm really curious to see what RJ's next contract is going to look like. I mean, it very likely won't be with the Raptors. I do wonder what will be out there for him. Could he get like a team like Sacramento to give him some money? A team that's not super wide with their finances is like kind of what I'm hinting at there. Maybe, but I think he'll struggle to find a team willing to give him a lot more than 20. He's making like 27 to me 29 next year. I mean, he ain't getting that again. Unless if he does, his agent needs to be in the Hall of Fame. I don't know what the next contract's going to look like. There's talent there, but is it conducive to winning? Do winning teams want that? I don't know. All right. Hopefully a better second half than the first. Wish RJ was a better defender. I'd actually understand. Yeah, I'd be a lot more valuable if he was. He's not a good defender. And the offense, there's talent there for sure, but is it the style of play you want for the amount of money you're paying? It just seems like that, and it's not. So we'll see what happens. I think the Raptors will relish the opportunity to use him as an expiring contract, a salary match, and trades next year. I think they are looking forward to what that market could look like, including in the offseason. Quickly to RJ. Bridges defending RJ, turns the corner. I mean, still got talent, undeniably, and showing it there. Good layup to start off the second half. Raptors need heavy work to get back here. I actually didn't take in how shit Quickly's been today. Quickly is 1 of 7 today. He has given us nothing. He had 3. First basket of the game for the Raptors was a Quickly 3. He has no points since then. Crazy. Brunson, turnaround 2. Wow, brutal. Tough shot. Back out to 10, 70 to 60. If you guys are enjoying the stream tonight, please, reminder, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. As Quickly draws the foul on the way up. And That should give him some chance for some points. If it is a shooting foul, yes. This is give him a chance to get some points on the board. Where would it be without BI? I don't think we'd be top 6. First free throw is good. Both free throws good for quickly up to 5 points tonight. Towns up fake. Help defense from quickly, but Towns is able to go through contact and finish. No foul. So lead is at 10 again. RJ. Double comes. He goes up the left. Tough shot. Pirtle gets the rebound. Out to RJ for 3. What is he doing, man? Like, both of those shots. What is he doing? Oh. The decision making. Ingram blocks OG other side. What the fuck was RJ doing there, man? He is truly an enigma. Ingram double comes, finds Barnes, no look, down low to Pirtle, misses the layup. Oh, Pirtle, you got to have that one, man. Lovely pass from Barnes. These chances got to go for us. Quickly, after the steal, in the corner, Barnes. Pump and drive, outside Ingram. Now quickly, got a great look for 3. Quickly has his second field goal of the game. 5 points in the first 2 minutes here of the third quarter. Brunson, down low to Towns. Trying to fight his way to the rim, but a 3 in the key has been called. Okay. Turnover by Towns. Scotty averaging 15 to 17 points per game his last 10 games. It's averaging 17.4, so a little bit better than you're making it to be. I wouldn't say he's played bad in the last 10 games. I think he's been quite excellent, to be honest. Quickly in the corner to Ingram for 3. Bang! Another one falls for Toronto. They're within 4. 72-68. Quick 6-0 run. Can they keep it going? Tough to keep it going. Towns driving. That's goaltending. Yeah. Barnes a little late on the block. That's goaltending. Whose jersey are you at? I am in a Vince Carter jersey today. Not a jersey that was ever worn by the Raptors. I was just in Vegas one time, and I saw this jersey, and it was really cool, so I bought it. And it is really cool. It looks awesome. It's one of my favorite jerseys I own. And I own a lot of jerseys. I own too many jerseys, in truth. Quickly. Driving. To Pirtle. Puts up the right end. Gets it to fall. The Pirtle one-hander. Yeah, thank you. I love this jersey. This is it looks amazing. I mean, I fell in love. I saw it and I fell in love. Really. Towns driving, fouled by Pirtle. He just made a ridiculous shot. They call on the floor. He just made a ridiculous shot over the backboard. Did you guys see that? That would have been all-time highlight if that had counted, man. That was crazy. Side out of bounds. Four-point game. Towns is starting to play well. So he had a good first half in the end. Hart switch on to Pirtle. Pass to OG. At the rim, met by Pirtle, who fouls OG. I thought he got the block. OG went to dunk all over his shit there, but Pirtle held firm and at least stopped the easy two from going. Why does OG become MJ against the Raps? I mean, I'd always feel motivated against the former team. Towns just made another fucking... You see that? Towns just made another ridiculous shot that didn't count. He's making everything right now. Did you guys see that? He threw it behind the back. OG makes his second after missing the first. It's a 5-point game. Raptors are within touching distance here. It's been the fourth quarters where they've struggled against the better teams in the NBA, it feels like, more primarily. So what will they be able to do today? Ingram fumbles a pass by quickly and turns it over. Raptors losing the ball there. They need as much of the ball as possible. Can't afford to make too many of those mistakes in a game in a situation like the one that presents themselves here. OG pass off of Ingram's thigh. It's out of bounds for a Knicks ball. Ingram protesting the call, but I believe they have it correct here. It looked like it went off Ingram. But good help defense to take away a layup for OG, nonetheless. Brunson will inbound. Gets to Towns. Back to Brunson. Barnes all over him again. Brunson looking to find some space. Barnes staying with him, all over him. Excellent defense from Scotty Barnes once again. RJ kicking out to Barnes. Now Ingram. Hart, the defender, calling for a screen. Gets it from Pirtle. Ingram fighting for you through Knicks players in the corner to quickly. Pump fake. Three-pointer. Got the look. Quickly, after a brutal first half, is lighting it up in the second. Raptors are within 2. They're on an 11-2 to run. They're on an 11-2 run here, I think. Right? I think so. Bridges, gotta look. Doesn't get the bounce. Towns can't put in the rebound. It spills out to Ingram. Raptors can tie or take the lead all of a sudden. Ingram. Foul. Stripped by Hart. And then doesn't hustle, so it's a lot of space for the Knicks. Raptors eventually do recover. OG to Brunson. Barnes is back to defend him. Brunson out to Hart. RJ. Good recovery outside, but Hart is able to beat him off the dribble and finish. It's a little too easy to get past RJ there. Yeah, Alvin's pointing it out here. RJ kind of bites for the double on Brunson a little bit unnecessarily. Then has to over-recover on the perimeter. Then he has to recover the perimeter. He over-commits on the perimeter to Hart, which gives him the easy pump fake and drive, which turns into 2 points. Just there's little decisions there. It's good, well highlighted by Alvin Williams. But regardless, Raptors are back in it here, 77-73. Led by 10, have trailed by 13. Trailed by 10 not very long ago, but in a good run of the game here. What the fuck am I looking at? I'm looking at this. What? If you're not watching the Sportsnet broadcast and you're not seeing this insane Easter commercial, I'm sorry. This is fucking crazy what I'm seeing right now. I lost my train of thought completely. I don't know what I was talking about. Anyways, Quickly's having a great second half. He started the game 1 of 7. He's hit both his threes in the second half and added 2 free throws. So he got 8 points for the Raptors here. And just when you can inject that 3-point shooting into what is already a pretty good offense tonight for the Raptors, which it's been, they're shooting 50%. When you can inject those threes within it, makes a massive difference. I mean, you think 3 is only 1 more than 2, but it makes a huge difference to be able to stack up points, especially when you're trying to mount a comeback. you can trust IQ in a bad game. I like that. A guy, I feel like, you still think he's got it in him even when he's not performing well to start making some shots. I always feel like Quickly is a reliable clutch player. He's been that all season. He's had like rough games where he's been great in the clutch. So I see what you're saying there. Good game. Already take the side. Then we can sign with the Raptors. The Raptors for us is not fucking bringing back RJ. RJ is getting traded next year. RJ is getting traded either in the summer or next year. RJ is getting traded. Feel very strongly the Raptors are not going to re-sign him, so they are going to trade him. They're going to use that is good salary matching number. I mean, it's a little much, but they are going to use that to salary match somewhere. I mean, RJ and Grady will get you to 36 mil. That can find you a neat old player if you attach some picks. At least we see RJ play for the Raps playoffs. We should see that. Yes, that is true. RJ Grayson picks who we get. We'll see what the market's like next year. I got my fingers crossed for a Trey Murphy, but it's a little far-fetched potentially. Oh, okay. My train of thought before I lost it was good right now, but when the starters have to come out, you start trickling in the bench who've struggled tonight. What does this start to look like? Because the Knicks bench has beaten us up today. I mean, getting some sort of player in next season would be better than losing RJ in the offseason for nothing. I imagine the Raptors will look to strengthen somewhere. Hart driving and finishing. Remember, RJ is not like going to a team for like the value of a player. Like the team, it'll be a lower team who may have a talented player, and they're looking to free up salary for the offseason. Like, and that's $36 million of expiring salary the Raptors can offer them. That's valuable. There is value in that. Another miss by the Raptors. Shamet, transition 3. He has been on it tonight, man. The lead is back out to 9. Raptors had it down to 2. 75-73. But the Knicks have gone on a run since then. 82-73. RJ gets to switch to Shamet. RJ fights through some contact and draws the foul. Really good at drawing fouls. Not the best free throw shooter, though. Good size and speed to be a switchable defender. He's just not a good defender. So it's a real enigmatic character at times, RJ. Maybe he'll get the MVP in Toronto one day. You'd think at some point in history, Raptors will get an MVP. Have they ever had an MVP finalist? Did Vince ever do it? Because Kawhi didn't. Kawhi didn't. Have the Raptors ever had a finalist for MVP? I don't imagine Bosch would have done it. I mean, maybe Vince could have done it. I don't know. I have to look into that. Brunson over half court. Shed the defender. Now Josh Hart. To Diawara for 3. Off the mark. Robinson hauls in the rebound. Robinson's the real problem when he's on. I think that's where the Raptors have struggled the most, and that's the biggest reason why they struggle with the bench minutes. Hart shaking up a little bit here. Why isn't Battle playing? He is playing today. He was in earlier. But it looks like the Raptors playing being a bit more aggressive with the starter minutes in a tough game like this. Maybe a chance for Trace Jackson Davis to come in. Like, you need a body to put on Robinson. We haven't had much to kind of combat him today, it seems. He's always a tough matchup for anybody, especially for the Raptors. He's got 8 rebounds. He's +6. Also, just played Jacoby. They played both today. Battle's not taking any minutes off Jacoby Walter. I promise that. Okay, this fucking Easter commercial they have this fucking, like, satanic-looking Easter bunny costume. And, like, this is, like, they gotta pay a lot of money to air this on Sportsnet, this commercial. It's filmed in, like, fucking 480p. What the hell am I looking at here? It's gonna be a real gut punch when SGA never plays for the Raptors after saying it's every Canadian's dream to play for the home team. By the time SGA comes, if he ever comes, who knows? Yeah, you never know. You're right. You never know. Bro, get traded like how Luke did. I need a button whenever someone brings up the Luka trade. That just plays like a video of me saying, don't ever compare anything to the Luka trade. It is the largest outlier in potential sports history that will never be repeated. Using that as your basis of something else potentially happening is asinine. You cannot compare anything to the level of stupidity that existed on that day. Nothing ever will compare to it. So I don't want to hear, well, Luka got traded, anything can happen. It was the worst trade ever made, and it won't happen again. 82-74, back from commercial. Raptors get a stop there. Who would this Shamet do? Shamet's been in the league a while. He can shoot. It's just, he's doing a lot of other good stuff today, and he gets a steal there. Brunson, corner 3. Good defense by Shed. Batted out for a Knicks ball. Brunson in for Robinson. Back to Brunson. Now Diawara driving at Ingram, stopping, and gets the shot off, and it's back to a 10-point lead for the Knicks. Raptors got it back to 2. The Knicks have opened it up once again. These are the minutes I'd be fearful of. Ingram's still in, but as the bench trickles in, what do the Raptors have? Another poor pass from RJ. It's a turnover there. Hart to Shamet in transition. Diawara now. Now Hart again. Shamet for 3. This one does not go, but a loose ball foul underneath probably took away easy 2 for Robinson. Not RJ's finest game here. He probably has like a decent amount of points. Yeah, he's 11 points, 5 of 8. But man, has he like had some brutal looks today. Brutal looking moments today. Inbound to Robinson. Handoff to Brunson. Now Diawara. Driving past Ingram. Missing the layup. Rebound falls out to Walter. Now the stop, but need to supplement it with some points. Shed. Ingram. To Mamu. Putting up the layup doesn't go, but he's going to head to the line. Gordon joining us. Remember the Resident Evil streams. Do you have any impressions on Resident Evil 9? I do not. I didn't even know there was a 9th one coming out. Yeah, I don't know how I managed to get through 2 Resident Evil games on stream. That's a throwback for sure. How did I have time for that? I have no idea. I have no idea how I did it. But they're pretty fun. Second free throw for Mamu is good. Raptors down to 8 here. Stream more games. More video games? I don't know. I don't know if I have time, to be honest. Those were the times. I don't know. If enough people want to see it, we can maybe do some more stuff. I tried playing for member content. I tried playing Dead Space, but just kind of like when the season started, just kind of ran out of time to do it. It's just tough. I'm a busy guy. If enough people want to see it, I could maybe bring something back, but I am looking to branch out content-wise, so y'all let me know. Diawara. Pass is deflected. Raptors have it. Shed to Ingram. I think it was Ingram who got the block other side. At least according to Matty D. B.I. sliding through some contact and finishing at the rim. Lead is down to 6. GTA 6. Problem, there's some of these games I want to like just enjoy on my own, you know? And I think GTA is one of those games. Mike Tyson or Floyd, they're fighting, right? I mean, I saw Mike fight last year, and I can't really see him winning a fight right now. Raptors with a steal. Barnes other way. Layup is good. Back down to 4. They keep giving themselves life. And then a turnover by the Knicks. Raptors have it again. At a certain point, B.I. is going to have to come out. He can't play the whole second half. But, man, this is great. Do you like the Blue Jays? You could also always do a few ball games a week. Yeah, I do quite like the Blue Jays. I've thought about doing other sports, to be honest. I have a lot of jumbled up thoughts in my head that I'm not able to really iron out a plan with. But there's thoughts of lifestyle content, of more Toronto sports involvement, Blue Jays involvement. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. But I do want to branch out and do more with the channel. Yes, I want to try harder, essentially. Have you seen all the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies? I have. Yes. A little corny for today, but still very enjoyable films. Walter for 3. Well off the mark. Mamu on the rebound. We're within 4 here. 1:20 to go in the third. Raptors have the momentum. Ingram with Shamet defending. Good matchup for B.I. Hart comes for the defense. And the shot is no good. Brunson tries to save it from going out of bounds, but it will be a Raptors ball. And this guy was slapping him on the side. Man, chill. This guy's slapping him on the side. What the hell is he doing? Walter to Shed. Shed to Barnes. Barnes throws it down. Great play by Shed. The Raptors on a run. 8-0 run. They're within 2. We are here once again. Building up to a hotly contested fourth quarter. Can we get another stop here? Alvarado. Driving at Mamu. Looking for some space. Out of the corner, Brunson. Oh, Shed went for the steal. And when you don't come up with it, it leaves the player open. And when that player is Brunson, that can happen. Nails the 3, 87-82. Then an 8-second violation. Fucking hell, guys. You do all the work. And you give him the ball back. I guess when you're playing as well as BI, you can make like a mistake or two. Maybe. Brunson. Please get a stop. Don't let them make us pay there. We get the stop. Okay, we get the stop. Four seconds. Ingram stripped, and the Knicks won't get the shot off. All right, we're within 5. It could have been worse here. Absolutely could have been worse here. We're in this game. Made a good run. We're in this game. We're in this game. That's the big thing. We are in this game. We are still within a chance to fight here. All right, let's look at... Sorry, I'm a bit distracted there. Let's look at the box score once again. So BI's played 31 minutes. I think he might have played that entire third quarter, and he played 11 minutes of the second quarter. So Darko not afraid to let him go today. And that might be what it takes to win. But they are running Brandon Ingram into the ground this game minute-wise. He cannot start this fourth quarter. There's no way. Barnes has got to start this fourth. You cannot go minutes without Barnes here because BI's got to come out a little bit. He can't play. I don't think he can play 44 minutes today. Quickly had a good start to that half. Helped ignite a bit of life in this team. And even the bench, like Jamal said, starting to play a bit better. Walter, better minutes there. Let's see if the Raps can make a comeback here. Get back in this game. On to the team stats. Well, let's look at the Knicks. Brunson not shooting super efficiently, but it feels like he's just making the right plays all the time. 9 assists for him. OG quieted down a little bit in that third quarter. Towns playing well, but we've brought their shooting numbers down. That's a good thing. They were 68% in the first half, down to 58% now. Need that defense to stay engaged. Keep going to the line, dominating the free throw battle here today. And dominating with turnovers, but I think we could be even better. 18-13 for turnovers. I think we could be even better than 13. And we may have to be to win this game. All right, fourth quarter. Come on. Finish strong. T-Dot Raptors. I don't get why we always try to make everything look so pretty. We play with too much skill. No fucking sense. I don't really agree with that. Too pretty. I don't really agree with that, to be honest. Maybe, like, in a way, like, sometimes you just need to give it to your guy and let him go score, but I don't know. BI's done a lot of that today. Wow, nice play out of the break there from the Knicks, but Shamet cannot hit the open three. Quickly. Trying to go past Alvarado. Passes off to Mamu. So it is Barnes is on the floor. Darko not making the same mistake, but RJ blocked down low. So it's Quickly, Walter, Barrett, Barnes, and Mamu. The 5 for the Raptors. No battle in the second half. I think the Raptors have shrunk the rotation down to 8 for the second half. So Darko's really going for it here today. Bridges to Alvarado. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Alvarado's going to have to come up with something. Mamu all over him. Gets the block. Shot clock violation. Great defense there. Raptors defense has kicked into gear in this second half. Knicks was just 19 points in that quarter, by the way. So defense definitely locked in. Quickly. Hand off to Walter. Back out to Quickly. Shamet, the defender, quickly trying to find some room. Shot clock is down. RJ's going to have to come up with something. The jumper in mid-range is good. RJ finds it. 87-84. Shamet to Towns. Back out to Shamet. How many points does Shamet have? Towns, corner three. No good. Mamu wrestles down the rebound, pushing the pace a little bit. Shamet has 12. So he has 400. Quickly. Kick out to Mamu. Bridges cuts him off on the drive. Tough shot for Mamu. Probably doesn't need to shoot that, but Knicks defense holding firm there. Fourth quarters have been where we've struggled in these environments. Game slows down against a tough defense, a tough team. Can they find a way out of it today? Wow, nice pass, Alvarado. Bridges is blocked, but a foul's called, but would have been easy too. So we'll take it. Cleveland won. Okay, not great for us, but a lot of you just gotta take care of our own business, you know. First free throw's good for Bridges. Replay didn't look like a foul, but nobody really complained. And the free throw is good there. For free throws, plural, good for Bridges. 89-84. Barnes driving. Finds Mamu. Layup doesn't go. And Knicks coming the other way with Alvarado. Alvarado. Splitting a couple Raptors players, but the pass stolen by Barnes. In transition. With quickly regaining handle. Kick out to RJ. And he's fouled. They call it on the floor. But it was a bit messy, but the Raptors end up gathering the ball. They've got possession here. 15 on the shot clock. They're within 5. They've trailed by 13. Was it 12? 12 or 13. They've led by as many as 10. They were up by 10 in the first half. In the first quarter, 25-15. But it's been mostly Knicks since then. Raptors got it within 2 briefly, but now down by 5. Cavs are legit. I think they're the best team in the East. Not just because they beat the Pistons tonight, but I think they're the best team in the East. Quickly for 3. Wide open. Oof. Wanted that one. Momentum would have been with Toronto if that had fallen. Crowd would have been really into it. Need to get these points going again. Bridges driving. Pirtle all over him. Bridges turnaround jumper. Wow, tough bucket. Tough bucket. And he connects. 91-84. Quickly to Pirtle. Now Barrett. Barrett. Driving. Layup is good. Nice play there by Barrett. He's found the buckets when we've needed them today, I feel like. He's gotten some big ones tonight. He's had some mistakes today. But he's making some big plays as well. Bridges. Turns it over. Pirtle. Get it out. Robinson ties him up. They call jump ball as they got tied up. Pirtle wants a foul because Mitchell's wrapping him up. But the refs say he had his hands on the ball. That's a foul. I mean, that's a foul. Yeah, he had the ball eventually, but he fouled him to get the ball. That is poor officiating. That should be Raptors ball here. Hopefully we can win the jump, and it doesn't matter. We do not. Brunson in mid-range. Fuck. Sometimes the ball lies, I guess. That should have been a foul. RJ driving, finishing. Another big bucket for RJ. Back down to 5. Doing this, importantly, without Ingram. Importantly as well, without Barnes. Neither of them on the floor right now. We're holding our own. Don't want this to continue. I mean, BI can probably come in next stoppage, no? Down by 7. I just don't agree with ever having both of them on the bench together. Like, I don't see that ever having to be a necessity for this team. Like, why is that needed? Why do you need Ingram and Barnes on the bench at the same time so fucking bad? Okay, also, it's been 5 minutes. Like, time to get Ingram back in. Like, if he plays the rest of the game, he'll be on 39. I think he can handle it. Brunson turnaround jumper doesn't go quickly on the rebound. They're not even at the scores table either. Quickly. Out to RJ. Can he add a 3 to the arsenal? He can. RJ, what a fourth quarter for him. 4-point game. RJ's exploded in this fourth quarter. And helping us get through the non-Ingram Barnes minutes. But I don't want that to continue. We're almost at 6 minutes here. We need to get one of these guys. We need to get both of these guys in, no? Shamit for 3. Doesn't go. Rebound. Taken by Pirtle. 95-91. Robinson looks to be laboring a little. Quickly. Oh, tough shot. Wanted the foul. Doesn't get it, but he gets the bucket anyways. It's a 2-point game again. Raptors were here 20 points ago each. 75-73. They've got back to this position. Can they finish? Can they get through now? Bridges. In the corner, Shamit. Quickly. Trying to contest. Shamit misses the 3. Shed. Just airmails it. Just lost his head a little bit. Timeout called. Raptors within 2, and should be time for Barnes and Ingram to get back out there right now. Now is the moment. RJ might have played the whole quarter so far, so I wonder if he has to come out. I'd leave him in. I think the player will be fine to stay in and be tired. Sometimes, guys are just a little tired. I think that's okay. So, keep him in. He's the hot hand. But down to a 2-point game, this would be a... This would be quite a win. Considering the team, considering the situation we had ourselves in. This would be very impressive. Let's go make a statement here. But I think they've shown a lot today. They've shown a lot today regardless, but we've had enough of these they showed a lot type of games. Got to be able to win some of these as well. Very, very much character building. Gregory, we win this. Agreed. But lots of time left. 5:26 to go. Get the crowd behind you. Finish strong here. BI's well rested. It's been 6.5 minutes of game time since he played. He's well rested at this point. Barnes has only played. Well, he's played 31 minutes, so they're gonna play heavy minutes, but they had a good chunk of rest there. Let's get him in and finish strong. I don't think the refs have been bad here. We've gotten a fair amount of calls. Like, yeah, they're going to miss some, but I think the refs have been okay. Shout out RJ, man. He's been the dog in the fourth quarter. RJ is up to 20 points here, so second on the team. 9 points, 9 of those 20 in the fourth quarter. The pickup between not looking too bad. I've had it. It's pretty tasty, man. It's tasty. Hart to Bridges. Here come the Knicks. Bridges to Hart. Now Brunson. In the wing to Hart. Back out to Bridges for 3. Way off. Air ball. And a shot clock violation. Excellent defense by the Raptors out of the timeout. Towns hit the deck hard. I think he fell into in a chair in a crowd. Just getting back to his feet now. He's a little bit gingerly jogging back on defense. So big stop out of the timeout. 95-93 now. Barrett. Going at Towns. In the corner. Barnes for the lead. Off the mark. Rebound in the hands of OG. That was a great look. Other way, Bridges throws it down. Man, that was a great look for the lead. Shed to Ingram. Back to Shed. Now Ingram again. Fadeaway jumper doesn't go. Couple looks for the Raptors. Not taking advantage. We are in the clutch here. Really need to stop here. Bridges to Hart. Lobbed up to Towns. Can't shoot. Takes the fadeaway jumper instead. Doesn't go. Pirtle on the rebound. All right, I'm gonna avoid spoilers and close the chat. Try to sync up with my game clock here and watch along with myself. Actually, we're a little bit behind here. Barnes for 2. Again, it rolls away for the Raptors. Three ball is good for Brunson, man. You a few possessions without a point, and then the game just completely changes like that. Ingram mid-range again. Offense goes cold right when we did not need it. Had it within 2, you had some stops, and the offense just can't convert the looks they get. Man. Oh, my God. Timeout called. The chances we give ourselves, man. Timeout from the Knicks. 3 minutes to go. Let's see. We got another late push. Another push in us here. Scotty and BI side. Well, I've got to tell you, plus minus isn't everything. But every Raptor, there's only 2 Raptors in the positive today. And you could probably guess who they are. Down by 7, though. The bench. If we lose this game, it will be the bench that has cost us, I think, the most. Some rough bench minutes overall. But let's get the starters out there. Let's see if he can close strong, make one last push, one last run here. Fortunately, Barnes' reliabilities on threes has dwindled as the season has gone on. Terrific player, but he's 1 of 3 tonight. But if that can be a little bit sharper from, of course, we know how good that would be. B.I. and, well, Scotty Barnes, of course. We always win the Scotty Barnes minutes, do we not? Scotty Barnes +7 in the game. We are down by 7. Brandon Ingram +2. Quickly is a 0. And Mamu is a -2. Yeah, plus minus and everything, but Barnes is very consistently in the positive in games that we do not win. You know, he can only do stuff when he's on the court. He can't win the game for us from the bench. And he's +7 tonight. Like, we got to help this guy. And again, it's not plus minuses and everything, but it's a decent indicator at times. And if Barnes is consistently in the positive in games that we lose, it should not be an indictment against him if that we did lose. But we haven't lost this game yet. It's a 7-point game. 3 minutes to go. Need to stop here. Need to stop here big time. I need someone to find a way to score. Is it going to be B.I.? 26-point first half, only 5 in the second half. Need to find a way here. Maybe he needs to find a way. Stat-wise, no reason we should be down 7. Well, it's about making shots. They're making more shots. Raptors have their starters in the game. The Knicks do as well. Bridges, driving, kick out to Brunson. Got to meet him. Oh, he got the 3 off. Doesn't go. Hart, wow, wrestles the rebound away from Pirtle. 3-ball doesn't go, but Pirtle's out contesting and can't board. So the Knicks get a third chance possession here. Pirtle just not enough to secure that first one. Hart, to his credit, did a good job. OG underneath. Fouled by Quickly. Good foul on the floor. Because he was not stopping him there. But rebounding costing Toronto on that. Getting 2 stops. They're getting Brunson to miss twice on the 3. Good point from Al Williams again. Josh Hart was uncontested in the rebound, to be fair. Somebody should have been boxing him out to make it harder for him to make a play like that. That's also a good point. Towns in mid-range. The lead is 9. And Toronto is in trouble. Ice cold when it counted in the clutch. Again, the clutch offense unable to come through. And another question, when the game slows down, how do the Raptors get offense? And then a turnover, and I think that's going to be it. Hart, layup, 11-point lead, 9-0 run for the Knicks. That's probably that. Quickly to Pirtle with the right. Finally a basket for Toronto, ending the run. But they are too late. Towns. Pirtle all over him. Towns driving. Putting it up and getting it to fall. Just not quite enough, man. Quickly for 3 off the mark. Like the defense gave them a chance in the second half. They've done a really good job in the second half. The Knicks only have 19 points in this quarter as well. But 21 and Brunson going to the line. But the Raptors, what did we have at the end of what did we have? We had 82, I think, at the end of 3. Wow. 13 points in the quarter. Is that? Yeah, because the East, wow. 13 points in the fourth quarter. I mean, yeah, like, you want to figure out where you lost. Like, sure, you could point at the defense in the first half, but they've been pretty stellar. It's been pretty stellar second half. 13 fourth quarter points. Like, you're just not going to win games like that. You're just not. You're not going to compete like that. Tough teams figure you out there. Like, how does RJ not get that fucking rebound, man? Yeah, your defense can, on its own, can lift you over these lesser teams in the NBA. When it comes to the top teams like the Knicks, the defense alone is not going to cut it. You need the offense too. What the fuck is Hart doing? Like, there's no reason for him to fall over there. There was no reason for him to fall there. So now Barnes is down to a neutral, by the way, on the night. Down to 0. Only Raptor not in the negative tonight, Scotty Barnes now. So a testament to his impact, but I don't know. The offense, another questionable Dark Rajakovic fourth quarter where, like, yeah, some looks, to be fair, some looks don't go, but 13 points in the fourth quarter is just nowhere near enough, is it? And it's a consistent thing where the team's not getting that output. Yeah, it's great to be a good team for 36 minutes, and, the offense is free-flowing. It's very transition-heavy, and that's fine. But, like, also against good teams, you got to find a way to win sometimes. And the Raptors haven't been able to do that for the season as a whole, to be honest. So question marks need to be Hart 3. Why even call a timeout, man? This game is toast. Yeah, the roster's not built tremendously. Definitely, like, it's missing shooters. It's missing spacing. It's heavily relying on Ingram and Barnes, and just they haven't been able to overcome on their own. But, again, some questions as to, like, you've got to find a way to create. You got to find a way to win some of these games. Like, to win none of them against the Knicks. 0-4 against the Knicks. You got to play them again. You're 0-3 against the Celtics. We 0-2 against Pistons now? Is it? Sorry? Have we don't put the Pistons once? Yeah, we haven't beat the Pistons. It's just like, you wonder. You wonder. You wonder about the coaching a little bit there. And I'll give Darko some defense here and say, we're in unfamiliar positions for him as well. He's never been in these sorts of positions as a coach. We've been shit for 2 years in a row. Now we're not shit, but got to get over the line in some of these games. They haven't done it. Yeah, 11 losses in a row to the Knicks. This will be 12. And you had it. You had it here too. You're in this game. It was 95-93. It was 95-93. But you can't win scoring 13 in the fourth quarter. And it's garbage time. They put out the garbage time. All right. I don't care to watch 50 seconds of garbage time. So that is it for me. Yeah. Another fourth quarter, not collapse, but like, man, it was a tight game. It's gonna look like they got smoked in the end. So tough one there. Defense excellent in the second half, but in these sorts of environments, you have to be able to score. You have to be able to score in the second half, in the fourth quarter, and we didn't at all. 13 points in the fourth quarter. That's not good enough. Straight up not good enough. That's terrible. Had some looks for sure, but nowhere near consistently enough finding those looks. And you waste what was a pretty good first 36 minutes. The Knicks found you out again, and just forces you to have to continue to win every time you play a lesser team, but it doesn't get easier. Up next is Minnesota. bit of a easier one against Dallas, and it's Houston. So tough run of games coming up. If you can't figure out a score in the fourth quarter, you're not going to win these games. So Raptors, we're over 60 games in. They haven't found the answer there. I don't know if it's going to come. Yes, they're missing some pieces, but I think a lot of onus on the coaching staff here. They should have a lot of onus on themselves to try and figure this out and try and manufacture some more wins out of these winnable situations. But that's it for me, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed, do me a favor and hit the like button. Subscribe on your way out. I do plenty of Raptors content on the channel. I'm looking to branch out and do some more content, some more. I don't know. I'm just looking to do more. I'm looking to do some more stuff from the channel. Maybe you could let me know what you want to see on the channel. But regardless, that'll be it from me. Thanks again, guys. Tomorrow I'm really busy, so nothing from me tomorrow. I'm back Thursday. The Raptors play the Timberwolves. Hopefully it's a win over